T. Clark here. In this video, we'll go over the AP Computer Science A FRQ number 2 from 2026. And the second FRQ is always about the class. So we have, the scenario says we have the bottle class, which we're going to write, will represent a bottle that contains liquid. So first thing I know right away, before anything else, is I have a public class bottle. So I set it up, I get my brackets and a lot of space. Okay, so then it says bottle objects are created by calls to a constructor with a double parameter that represents a bottle's capacity in milliliters. Okay, so right there I know I have a parameter, public parameter with the same name, and it has a double, and it said represents a capacity. So there's my constructor from that sentence right there. So the capacity is the maximum amount of liquid in the bottle. Assume that this value will be greater than or equal to 0. So we can assume that capacity is a positive number. And then when bottle objects are constructed, each is filled to its capacity. So I think we're going to have the capacity as one of the instance variables. So we have private is double, because it's double here. And that'll be the capacity of the bottle. And that's what is set up in here. Right, this on the left and then the parameter on the right. And then we also should keep track of how much is left in the bottle, how much is filled, how much liquid is in the bottle. So I'll call that how much is filled, how much the bottle is filled. And it says when the bottle objects are constructed, it's filled to its capacity. So it's filled to capacity. So it's a full bottle of whatever drink we have in there, water, I'll assume. Okay, so we have the bottle class contains an update amount method, which updates the amount of liquid in the bottle. So update amount, that's gonna be public update amount. So that's my method that we're going to write for this, excuse me, this class. So this method has a double parameter. So in the parameters is a double that represents the amount of liquid in milliliters to be removed from the bottle. So I just call it amount. So that's amount to be removed. Remove the amount. So I guess we're taking a drink. Yeah, that makes sense. The precondition is parameter is always greater than 0 and less than or equal to the amount of liquid remaining in the bottle. Yeah, so you can't take a drink that's bigger than the bottle, whatever's filled with. Yeah, so the amount of liquid remaining, that's what I have as filled. I'll keep that as a little note to myself. If updating the amount of liquid in the bottle would cause it to be less than 25%, the bottle is filled and reset to capacity, so I guess refilled. Okay, then the update method should return a double. Okay, so we have to return a double that represents the amount remaining in the bottle after the amount has been updated. Okay, so I think we're going to be removing the amount, checking it. Check, what did I say? Check for 25%, is that what I said? 25%, yeah, 25% for less than, and then return amount remaining. I could just say return filled, that's why I'm return filled. That's the end. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking about for this update method. We have the double return. Yeah, and then a double in the parameter. Okay, so then the next page will give me an example. So here's the example. So let's make sure everything's good to go. Okay, so I have an amount outside. This is like in the main, in the runner main. So I'm making a new bottle of water with 1,000 milliliters, 1 liter, and I'm going to update the amount to 400. So I basically subtract. So I'm going to subtract from filled. So filled minus the amount. Excuse me. Okay, then this one says remove the amount, so it's removing 100 milliliters, and I still have 500 left. And I updated 300, so the 500 minus 300, that's less than 25% because it's only 200, and 200 is less than the 250, which is 25% of the capacity. Okay, so if the amount left, the amount that's filled, is less than 25% of the total capacity, I'm going to fill it back up. Okay, then I have another bottle of shampoo. Oh, I'm not going to drink that. Okay, so we're using this and washing our hair, I guess. So shampoo, that's a lot of shampoo. We only have 10 left. And then if I do 1 more milliliters, it's 29, or it's 9, which is the 1 less than 25%, which is 10. And then I fill it back up. I think that's it. Okay, so double check. I have my public class, private instance variables. I'm just filling it all the way up. I mean, I have a capacity that's set up and it doesn't change. And then I fill it up to the max. Then when I update the amount, I'm removing it basically. So I have an amount I'm subtracting from the amount that's filled. And then I'm checking to see if that's 25% or less than 25%, I should say. And if it is, I fill it all the way back up and I return however much is left in the bottle. Or if I filled it back up, it should be the full amount, right? The capacity. Okay, that one wasn't too bad for number 2. Have a good day.